Currently, some Real Housewives of Atlanta fans are begging the network to bring back these two former housewives. However, allegedly, market research is showing that it's actually another housewife who fans really want back. Who is she? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about. And it centers around the fact that fans are begging the network to bring back these two former housewives. However, market research is allegedly showing that fans actually want this other housewife to return. Who is she? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more. And here it goes. While fans are arguing about bringing both Porsha and Nene back, industry insiders say that this particular former housewife is who fans really want back. Sources say that falynnpina, according to market research, is who fans allegedly want back the most. An industry insider said they have never seen a former friend of the show rank so high with fans. Market research rarely lies, and her numbers were through the roof, and for good reasons. Allegedly, the market research showed that fans expressed her likability, youth, and maturity levels as the real reason they want to see her back for season 15. According to this same data, allegedly, Phaedra ranked the lowest, followed by Nene. So, the question is, will Fallon want to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise? Well, sources say it's very unlikely right now. Season 13 was extremely difficult for Fallon. She lost her husband and marriage. A traumatic experience like that may have her very fearful about returning. Another source said, Fallon has finally found her peace and happiness with Jalen and her young family. She is glowing and becoming more successful by the day. I doubt if she will want to risk losing all of that for a reality TV show check filled with drama and mess. When asked if Bravo is willing to make her an offer that she couldn't refuse, sources had this to say. Maybe, but right now, Bravo currently has its hands tied trying to lock down the current cast of ladies for season 15. Maybe before Bravo realized the current cast of ladies were renters, they may have begged Fallon to return. But right now, it doesn't seem like she is really needed or if there's any urgency to bring her back, ended the source. Another insider wasn't so sure. They said that they heard rumors of Fallon potentially being a friend of the show via Marlo. However, that hasn't been confirmed. Also, with rumors of Porsha returning, it seems that the only way to get any real drama from Porsha and her storyline would be to bring Fallon back. So this rumor could go either way. Now, kinfolk, we have reached that time of the year with the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise where the season has wrapped and the new season is about to start filming pretty soon. So as always, we begin to hear these rumblings and these rumors about which housewives are staying and which housewives are going. And so this year is no different. However, this rumor seemed to hit a little differently. And it seemed to hit a little differently because of this. Fallon potentially coming back, if you are to believe these rumors, because right now it's all speculation, could make perfect sense. The only reason why it makes perfect sense is because Fallon fits the cast. And how does she fit the cast? How does she fit the cast? She fits the cast in all the important ways. When I was talking to my sources, they were saying that Fallon is a very unique addition, or was a very unique addition to the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise. They will always say that Fallon really should have had a peach season 13. It's just that there wasn't any available peaches to give her. So you had a person who performed very well both behind the scenes and in front of the cameras. You also had an individual who had a lot of storylines and a lot of narratives and plenty room to grow as a peach holder. The timing just simply wasn't there. And according to my sources, they say that unfortunately, the things that transpired between Porsha and Simon really threw a monkey wrench in her plans or in her positioning with producers and the network to come back for a second season. Everything just seemed to be too messy. Everything seemed to just be too out of control to the point where everyone just said, let's just allegedly take off and take a cooling down period and revisit all of this for another season. Unfortunately, when Porsha left and then production got pushed back, it was this mad scramble to try to fill in spaces. And a lot of people were saying that behind the scene, Fallon was one of the number one picks to come back for season 14 of the show. However, as my sources are saying, that experience the previous season was just so traumatic. And also, Fallon was currently expecting. So now all of that has kind of blown over. And now people are beginning to look at Fallon in a different way. And the ways they're beginning to look at her are these. First, Fallon is young, which is a good thing for the new cast of ladies. We've seen time and time again the network try to wrestle with, are we going to take the cast younger, or are we going to take the cast older? A lot of research, according to my sources, have always pointed to the fact that the Real Housewives of Atlanta brand is a brand that just skewed more to the mature audience, to the more mature woman who is, or who has or is going through some very important life transitioning moments and looking for other ladies who may be going through those same things as inspiration. Also, ladies who also live in an aspirational lifestyle and which they could be inspired by. So that wrestle between young and old has always been an issue. However, my sources are saying that Fallon's youth plays to her advantage because of her maturity level. And when my sources said that, I immediately said that this rumor of her coming back or potentially coming back because fans really want to see her, it made sense because time and time again, whether you see a post or comment section, she's always been commended for how mature she is as a young woman. So that youth with the mature mindset always worked to her advantage. Also, when talking to my sources, they said that Fallon also had this additional thing working in her favor. And that was the fact that she is a new mother. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, Fallon has already a family and already has children. And her youngest child is her youngest child, but is with a new relationship. So people are saying, how can her being a new mom, something she's already been for some time, be a big draw? Well, because of this. My sources are saying it's not the fact that she has a new child but already has children. It's the fact that she is blending a family. And a lot of times on these housewife shows, we never really get to see the blending of a family play out until we had Candy on the show. According to my sources, market research showed that the blending of a family or trying to blend a family together is a very important topic to a lot of women, especially mature women and young women who may be experiencing the same issue. That's something that is universal. Whether you're a first-time mother or a first-time wife, at some point, if you have to merge a family together and blend a family, it's always good seeing other people do it because it can give you motivation and inspiration and also a roadmap of how to fix things in your current life. My sources say that that's why Drew and Ref score so high on market research in terms of fan favorability. It's not necessarily drama, it's them trying to blend their family together, which is showing to improving to be a very interesting and budding storyline for them. So, what you have with Fallon blending her family together, the storyline is already there and the research is there to also back it up. Now, Kinfolk, the last thing, and I think the most important thing as to why my sources say that if Fallon does come back, and if she is needed, it makes her more attractive to producers. And that thing that makes her really attractive to producers, if at some point they feel like they need her back, is this. Fallon is, from what my sources say, very inexpensive right now. And what I mean by that is not saying that she would have, they would bring her back for peanuts or anything like that. They're saying is that Fallon would not come back demanding $1 million. She's not gonna come back demanding $5 million. They can pay Fallon allegedly what they would a friend of the show. Or even if she came back as a housewife, what they would pay a housewife who was in her second or even third season, which is still a lot of money, but it's not a large astronomical amount of money to where it breaks the budget. So here you have a young lady who fits all the criteria. You have a young lady who has the narratives and storylines and the connection to the cast, and you bring her in and she's not trying to break the budget. It makes perfect sense, my source said. So if production ever got into a point to where they looked around and they saw the current cast and realized that we might need Fallon in the mix, it's going to be so much easier for them to take a number to her that they feel comfortable with and that she feels comfortable with. But my sources say it all comes down to that big question: will she accept? Now, Kinfolk, in my opinion, I would love to see Fallon back. I think that she does add a sense of excitement and freshness to the cast. However, I will admit, the season she was on, everything that happened that season and the fallout after that season was just very unfortunate. And I can see that it really took a toll on her. And someone who's a young mother and a fiance and is trying to build up her own brand and her family, I don't know if even I would take that risk of going back to a reality TV show that you know is based on drama. But, you know, she may know something that we don't know, and production may have some ideas for that we know nothing about. Right now, it's all rumors and speculation, but we just have to wait and see. But Kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section down below. If offered, do you think Fallon should return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise, or do you think she should just stay where she is, continue to build her brand, continue to build her family and her marriage up to be strong and solid, and continue to live her best life outside of reality TV? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Alright, Kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.